Hello everyone and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. This is episode 26, where last time we journeyed to Meridian, only to find out it's not Meridian at all. It's a remnant city, but it's part of a giant orb that is actually Meridian that escaped from the Helios cluster while being attacked by the weapon known as the Scourge. And then we, needed to chill out and have a movie night. And that's what we did. We had a movie night, and it was fun, and it was actually quite cool. It wasn't on the same level as like the shore leave from Mass Effect 3. It was just a cute little movie night with some great character interactions. You can't beat Mass Effect 3's shore leave at all. Especially only in the first game. You need to have like a trilogy's worth of build-up to really have that payoff and happen. But it was really nice. It was great, despite the fact that the projector in the movie looked awful. But it was fun. And today, this episode, we are taking Jarl and Liam to a couple of destinations that they wish to travel to. We're going to go with Liam to Prodromos and go meet Jarl on Aya. So let's start with Liam. We're already starting on Prodromos. I assume this might be a similar sort of instance we had with Vetra, where Vetra wanted to meet us on a spot and we had a brief little cutscene.
Prodromos is suited up and ready to host.
Ready for the exchange, Pathfinder.
Oh.
Grab your civvies. Going to get hot.
That's what those soccer nets in the distance was for.
How did you do all this? Well, it didn't take much. A ball, flat ground. Hustle would start games at refugee camps. I didn't get it then, but after the attack here and the shit with Varan's rescue, I wanted to try something. Low tech. What do you think?
It's good to get people's minds off of all the crap we go through.
Not just that. I didn't do it to distract them. We don't get distracted. We go head on. When it's life or death, you have to. No one's living or dying because of this. They're here because they want to be. I didn't get how important that is. Maybe that choice is how we stop being outsiders. Check the play! Free kick for charging. No charge for matchmaking. What?
Thanks, Liam.
For what? Building on what you started?
If you like.
Right. Well, you're welcome. Switch up. Ready to get in the game?
Yeah, the Pathfinder should make an appearance.
I'm going to pathfind my way to this
Try
goalpost.
to keep up, Costa.
Don't count on it. I'm complete rubbish.
Yeah, okay. So it's just a cute little cutscene, and then they went, okay, cool, get rid of the soccer nets. They've already packed it up. They've already chuck them in the bin. Liam's had his game. It's all over. So they're just like brief little like updates on what our characters are doing, which is really nice. I kind of like it. Liam has a couple of shining moments, but for the most part, he's kind of annoying. But he does have some good moments, at least. Let's go to Aya and see what Jarl wants. Hello, my friend.
We are. It smells like heaven.
Heaven? Maybe it is. Take a look.
How is this place not packed with people right now?
I have my ways. Trust me, we won't be disturbed.
Oh, nice. Yeah, fucking go for it. Right trigger impulsive kiss moment.
Thanks. You're amazing.
Jarl knows the best date spots on Aya, baby.
Beautiful. I may never leave.
This is my favorite place in the universe. Where's yours?
I love that just that option is always just, you can't beat home, baby.
On the east coast of Australia, there's a beach. The ocean changes color like it has a mood. The hours, days I spent chasing the perfect wave. So addicted.
Addicted to the ocean?
But you're right. This place is special.
And now, with you here, it's perfect. Beyond all reason, I've fallen in love with you. And I want... do you want to...
Ooh, clapping alien cheeks on a Tuesday morning. Let's fucking get to it. East coast of Australia. I think they're talking about Bondi Beach, which is amazing. I was not expecting mentioning Earth to get a Australia shout out, but there you go. On the east coast of Australia, there is very beautiful beaches. But you can't beat sex on an alien planet, clapping some alien cheeks, baby. Cover your eyes if you have children watching. Send them to bed. This is Mass Effect After Dark.
Yeah. I'd like that.
Let's fuck in the river. Let's go. Let's have an Avatar moment.
Oh. Okay. Yep.
This is not the first time I've seen Giles' cheeks either. Who would have thought we'd be seeing him again under very different circumstances, and my own cheeks no less. There they are, double cheeked up on a Tuesday morning.
Incredible person I have ever known. To be near you is thrilling. Wherever you go, take me with you.
Declare love.
I love you too, Joel.
And then we drowned in sex together. Oh, it's still going. I thought it was okay, it's still going. I thought that was going to be the cutaway. Nope. Mass Effect really said, hey, remember when the sex scenes were deemed too raunchy in the original Mass Effect trilogy, so we cut back on them? Andromeda said, fuck that. We're going to fucking show you some shit. For probably an uncomfortably long amount of time. I remember when Liara and Shepard took me by surprise in Mass Effect 1. We just got blowjobbed by Jarl on an alien planet. Take that. Take that, Andromeda Initiative. First man to clap alien cheeks. Let's go. We're making history. Let's do a victory lap around Aya and clear our head before we go back to the Tempest and continue on with our mission. We just have to blow off some steam. Hey, Vetra, I just got laid. Congratulations on the sex. All right, time to go back to the Starforge. I mean, Key to Sierra. Definitely not the Starforge. Mission confirmation. You may continue exploring Helios before or after the main story concludes. Do you wish to embark on the mission to Meridian now? So it does say before or after. So I think right now, because not during, this is a point of no return. Mission confirmation. Shall we enter the point of no return? I think so. I think we've pretty much done everything that I set out to do. Our journal pretty much only has like some tasks left over, and I can deal with not doing that. So let's embark on the mission to Meridian. I think we're ready. I think we're definitely ready. Let's go. And for our squad, I'm thinking we will be taking PB and Jarl. I think the reason why I want to take PB instead of Drac is because PB has always wanted to see Remnant technology, and we didn't take PB to Meridian the first time, which I kind of regretted. So instead of bringing Drac, we're going to do PB and Jarl. PB and J. I just love that combination of PB and J. Also, I just realized, like, Jarl's got his blue clothing on, PB's got her purple clothing on, and they match each other's skin tones. Isn't that great? They just go together so well. PB and J. Confirm loadout. Despite the fact that peanut butter and jelly is not a thing that we do. I think it's supposed to be jam, right? But it's, you guys call it PB and jelly is called peanut butter and jelly, but it's really jam. I think that's actually how it is. Peanut butter and jam
Everything looks right.
sounds kind of appealing.
The override, fly that hardware, and the remnant will fly the same vector as Meridian.
And all our work together will pay off. Ready?
I was born ready.
It's time, and we're due.
This is what we've been fighting for. Let's go already.
Tempest, we're going in.
Going in. Cool.
Quiet
Yeah, I think...
so far, but something's different.
Orbital scans identified a separate energy grid within the tower.
Meaning?
Defenses here may not be on our side.
Okay.
145 meters to projected override controls.
Through the door. Eyes open.
Yeah, I think PB deserves to come along to this place. After all the work she's done studying Remtech and everything like that, it just fits. And then gotta bring my boy along. So we gotta reach the control center and reveal Meridian. Now apparently the controls are really close to us, but I doubt that's gonna continue. I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Remnant, and they don't look friendly.
Understatement.
Right back into it, baby.
More incoming. They do not want to give up this space.
Enemy is down.
Also, I'm going to be able to use my tech stuff for tech combos, because PB's going to just be going crazy. PB's going to be going crazy with those biotic combos when it works.
That was tough. Worse than some vaults.
Can't relate.
We must be close to the controls we need. Let's move.
I think this is probably why it's been very satisfying for me to play on hardcore like the whole game, because it was really tough at the beginning, but you begin to, even though you can still get shredded like paper, like you still do have quite a nice handle on the game.
One last remnant door.
Controls are ahead. Projections suggest multiple launch bays and possible links to Meridian deployment.
I cannot wait to see what this thing does.
Okay.
It's right there. We just need to apply the override, and the remnant will show the way.
Can't wait to see what goes wrong.
Sam, everything ready?
All relevant data is queued for uplink.
Right. Let's find a path.
Remnant ships have lifted off. They're following the override vector.
The Scourge is moving, but they're getting through to something.
There it is.
Pathfinder.
A remnant planet? Constructed.
These readings are... Wow. It's hollow? Like your Dyson spheres, but moon-sized.
A self-contained seed world. It is the heart of the Vault network, and when reactivated, every connected planet will be affected. It is the means to make Helios a home, Pathfinder.
Holy shit. There it is.
This is the day everyone in the initiative has hoped and worked for. Ever since we left our own stars.
Congratulations, Pathfinder. A great day for us all.
Ooh, ooh.
Sam, Tempest, what's going on?
Whoa, whoa, hang on. How the fuck is he on the Nexus?
I believed you a fitting rival, but you are a false thing, a lie. Once I saw what made you special, your connection. I knew how and when to take it from you.
Oh,
I let
Jesus.
you find Meridian. And now, I'll use your Sam to weaponize it. All Helios will be exalted, or one by one your worlds will die. Starting with Eos. All I need to start is an implant like yours. And thanks to your memories, I know who else has one. Another reason to take the Hyperion.
What the fuck? How the fuck did he get there?
Fall to darkness, Pathfinder. You are almost worthy.
What the fuck is going on? Archon is able to mess with our Sam.
Keep going. The medbay is still secure.
What the hell is happening?
I wish I knew.
Hello, Sarah.
Sam? How are you? What's happening out there? They're shooting people.
Cat forces are sweeping the ship. They're looking for you. Sarah, the Pathfinder needs your help.
This is crazy. He's closing on Meridian.
The Archon has severed my link to your brother's implant. If basic function isn't manually restored, he will die.
What?
Sarah, please, proceed to Depot K4 to secure a weapon.
Playable Sarah segment?
Damn it.
Dude, playable Sarah segment!
Come on.
No shit!
Archon isn't stealing the Hyperion. He wants you and me. Your implant is the same as the Pathfinder's. He'll use us to control Meridian, and your brother will die.
The Archon will kill him?
No, losing me will.
What? Sam?
Hostiles are ahead, Sarah. You ready?
Dude, playable Sarah segment. That's fucking, that's so good. That's so good. That's such a good way to implement the twin thing. Dude, imagine having a Mass Effect game where you can play as both, like, simultaneously. But that's probably, that is a very complex idea, but like, this is amazing. Having your twin finally wake up, and I was like, I hope something actually happens here. I would have never have guessed that we'd actually have playable Sarah, and I'm so glad that we did decide to change her appearance instead of it being the default one, so it feels like it's mine instead of just the default. So good. Oh, this is great. We can't adjust our skills, so I have no idea what's going on in terms of our loadout, but this is going to be interesting. What the fuck? Record nominal. Bridge energy fluctuation. So this is literally the records of the cat invasion. Locally a rogue discharge off the drive core. And then they're like, levels are stable. What the fuck? Multiple breaches reported. Ops say power surge, but there's no way. 3 airlocks, no way. I designed the failsafes. Mass Effect fields are holding, but levels are all over the place. We're drifting. Ket borders reported. And then that. The communications have been disrupted. It's a scripted weapon. I get a pistol and an Omniblade 1. Oh god, no. And I've got one frag grenade. I'm back to being a basic character again. No shit.
I'm sorry I can't help you fight. I took over too much of your brother's implant, and losing me will kill him.
So when the comms dropped, he did too?
Hurry, Sarah.
Dude, the fact that Sam can communicate through both of the twins' implants is really good, because that just makes these twins so much more useful with Sam. Like, the most useful Pathfinder duo ever. All I got is this fucking gun. I do be weak as shit. And one frag grenade. And an Omni tool. Oh, this is gonna be... This is really ironic, considering the fact that I was just talking about how good it was to adjust to the game on hardcore. Because I'm much stronger now. The game went, bet. Go play as level 1 Sarah Ryder. Have fun. God damn it.
Look
Shoot them!
I still love it though. Good AI. So clever. So clever. It would have been nice if we got like higher level gear straight off the bat.
Fighting to the comm override? You can't!
I know. Sam isn't making sense.
Oh, with Captain Dunn.
No, I mean take the access route. If the Pathfinder's in trouble, that's all we need to hear.
Nice.
Pushing, Sarah. We'll barricade at the maintenance access.
They're like, we're fucking helping out. Oh, Avena's broken. Comms are out, baby. This is crazy.
Sarah needs to get to the maintenance access.
Dunn, you can't keep this up.
Then make it quick. Get to the QEC.
Nice.
Damn it, get going.
Sam, Dunn won't last long. What's the plan?
Manually send a reboot signal. It will reset your brother's implant.
Like a factory reset.
To restore the functions I shouldn't have taken. With luck, his heart will not have stopped.
Do you mean luck or hope?
I'm not sure.
This is really good. That's awesome.
Okay, we're here.
One pulse, Sarah. That's all the Pathfinder needs.
And it probably alerts the Archon. He'll know where I am.
I am sorry.
Me too, Sam. Me too.
Lion Shuri's!
I think we're already happened. I think it's already happening. I thought we were about to have a weird like Archon being Voldemort in our head moment with like a Horcrux, but him hijacking Sam makes much more sense than him being like weirdly in our brain somehow.
Tempest! The Pathfinder is down! Come in!
I'm back, bitch. Who took my brain activity? Who took my Sam? God damn it.
But you were dead.
For the second time. I've died before.
Get back.
But how? The door is remnant. You need Sam to open it.
We need to get back.
By the power of friendship and force of will, the indomitable human spirit perseveres.
So painful. Your bravery is inspiring.
Jarl, don't get turned on right now while I'm trying to get us out of here, okay? I'm really trying hard to get us out of here.
Your vitals are crazy. Are you sure you want to continue?
I can do this.
Jarl straight up rock hard at us being the Pathfinder right now. I'm a fucking hero. We're doing this.
Are you okay? You don't look good.
To the Tempest. We have to move.
This is good. I cannot sprint.
Try it now.
Now I can sprint.
Come on.
We're here, Tempest.
I got him. I got
Hey.
Pathfinder. Kit took down the comms and hijacked the Hyperion.
I know. The Archon's been planning since his flagship. He used me.
That's really cool. This is great. I did not expect this whatsoever, which is really exciting. My favorite thing is an unpredictable story. Because I tend to always want to predict how the story's gonna go.
everywhere. All the headships are on the move.
I love it when it can take me by surprise.
If he takes Meridian, he'll destroy worlds. Starting with Eos. He thinks he's won.
Pathfinder. It kind of feels like he has.
Dude, if this game has like a dark ending and then we don't get a sequel, so good.
You need to stop doing this.
Nice to see you too. News on the Ark?
Still headed to Meridian with a small flotilla. You got the last signal before the Archon locked it down.
We're not letting that stand. Be ready to move.
Wait, we need a plan.
Stop ship, kill Jerk.
With what?
Stop ship, kill Jerk. Exactly.
He has Sam, he has ships, but I am still able to do something.
That's right. I can use the Remnant
Not
keyboards.
the Hyperion. That's how many thousand hostages?
How many worlds does he destroy if we don't move?
And how many do we save if we get ourselves killed?
Well, we have to do something, right?
I know, but the Tempest is one ship and she isn't even armed.
Giant fucking remnant laser.
You did an impossible thing.
Can you keep that up? Have them fight for us?
Ooh. Jesus.
Keter tough, but Remnant hit hard.
The promise of that could inspire others to join in, across the cluster.
We have a for real shot at this.
Rally the troops for a last stand.
We're not throwing anyone's lives away, but the Remnant give us a chance worth taking. Right?
Right.
Invite Helios to kick his ass.
If we have to fight, we fight. And we bring everything and everyone. The Archon thinks he has it all figured out, every vector. But I know two things he doesn't understand. The Remnant, and how far we'll go.
These particular scenes have a lot of Mass Effect 3 energy to me, with like Shepard's speeches that she gives during like the final battles and stuff. Has a lot of that kind of similarities to it. Even playing the music. Oh, this is weird.
The team is getting ready, Pathfinder. But you and I must talk. Please, meet me on the bridge.
Okay, Meridian the way home. We're still in it. I don't have my armor on, which is so strange. Why isn't this an option? You know? This should be an option for, like, casual gear in your bedroom quarters. To, like, not wear your armor, but have, like, a stripped-down version of it. That would be kind of cool. That's wild. Alright, this is really exciting. We talk to everyone. Yeah.
They can really deliver all that?
See if we can talk to everyone before we go to the bridge.
You have friends you don't know about. A lot of rainy day equipment is about to show up.
Oh, so this is, yeah, this is calling on all of our allies and every sort of thing that we've done over the game so far. We're like, hey, we need everyone and everything that we've done and all the friends we've made and all the friends we haven't made, you know. This is interesting because it feels like, again, with Mass Effect 3, how Mass Effect 3 has the, you know, you can see your war assets that you have, that you, like, throughout the game, you whole build it up. This game doesn't have that, but it feels like it has it in the background, you know, like you can't...
how to use Mass Effect fields to throw asteroids? Brilliant.
You can't, like, look at a points or a score thing to be like, this is how much help we have. But it's there being done in the background with all the choices we've made.
Contacted the outposts. Need a queue for people willing to help.
So it's going to be like this situation where it's like, hey, can we count on Reyes? No. Because we fucking shot him in the back. But Sloane, hopefully, because I put my trust in her, even though every single person in the comment section hates me for it. Like, how dare you choose Sloane and give sound reasoning for doing so? Because we know it's the wrong choice. And you made the choice you wanted, and I hate it.
Let's do this, Ryder.
Final talks with everybody.
Prep is done, Pathfinder. Remnant is on the bridge and powered.
That's my favorite thing of talking to a character when they're already talking and they just talk twice. That's my fault.
You're sure the commandos are willing? Good to hear.
Commandos are coming in.
Asari huntresses are volunteering, left and right. Helios has never seen a fight like this.
It's weird to have like the feelings of a Mass Effect 3 final battle in the first game of a new series.
Gil and I have got everything wired together. He says it's like butter. I think that's good.
How's Pock going to help out? We need to know how Pock is going to contribute to this. Alright, now I'll quickly check down here as well. See if there's anyone else. Is there anyone else? I don't think so. I think everyone was in there. Giles on the bridge. Why are you here and not on the bridge? I thought you'd be on the bridge.
Whatever happens, this will be the Tempest's finest hour. Let's show the Ked how a real ship flies.
Why are you here? If you're here, who's piloting this ship?
This will have to wait until the current crisis is over.
No crew info boards. Oh, even Suvi is here. This is weird.
Everyone is tying into the Tempest, and I kind of just realized that we're all your Sam now.
I really like the fact that Ryder without Sam is still just as committed and just as like willing to do what he needs to do, even to the point where it's putting his own life on the line to like save people, help people, like activate the fleet. It's going to cause brain bleed. You know, I really like how Ryder has grown as a character and how he's still willing to step up to the plate, and like he sees Sam as like an obvious help and a massive factor of like the team and its ability to like do things, but Ryder is still coming into his own, and he's able to actually do things as well to try and step out of his father's shadow as an N7.
I have a cocktail of meds to keep you at peak. The come down will hurt worse than anything the Archon can do.
I'm gonna need a big sleep. I'm gonna need a big sleep after this is all said and done. Let's check out our quarters real quick. Gotta say goodbye to my guy. Examine my little hamster.
Powered down for now. If it's not for the final push, it's off.
Okay, no Sam node in here because he's compromised. No more jokes. No more emails. All that we have is the final battle. Alright, here we go. Mission confirmation. Embark. Well, in that case, I might change my squad layout now, because we took PB to Kitasira, like I said, and now I could go back to my favorite two boys to conquer the world together. Lovely.
Here you are. Your speech rivaled anything I've heard Ephra give. And speaking of him, he sent a list of all the preparations the Resistance has made. You seem so confident and calm, in spite of what's on the line. My heart hurts for your burden.
It's nice to know that you understand.
Understand? I feel your every emotion, as if it were my own. I believe in you.
That means everything.
That's right, baby.
It is beautiful, isn't it? This weapon. It created life, and yet only I see its full potential. And I even have the means to achieve it. Using you. I saw you from my flagship in the Pathfinder's memories. You have an implant and a connection. And with that connection, I'll take Meridian. And then Helios will surrender or burn.
You'll get nothing from me. My brother will stop you.
We'll know soon enough, because your Pathfinder is already here.
With a remnant fleet and the Tempest to boot. That's so cool.
Continue to defy your limitations. Impressive.
oh, it's all so cool and visually impressive until we get to the hologram screens. And I'm like, God damn it.
You okay?
He's crazy. If we don't submit, he'll use Meridian to kill everyone. That's why he took me and Sam.
You say that as though I should feel guilty. Exaltation is a gift. Those who can't see that deserve to die. You still command, Remnant. But that began with the SAM and the implant. And now I have both. I no longer need you, Pathfinder. But since you insist on interfering, I'll give you my full attention.
Cat Fleet versus Remnant Fleet. They have Hyperion and Meridian.
That's more than we thought.
We've got this.
They're closing, all sides!
We need cover. Hug the remnant.
Rock in a hard place. Ryder? Ryder!
Here we go.
Back's against the wall. If you can't run from it, use it.
Stop running. And use it. Callum, how close can you edge the Scourge?
Too close? Why?
I just realized the Remnant are pulling our best chance at winning this. It was something my dad said. Never mind. Just get us in close and trust me.
Ooh, drift the Scourge. Bring the cat ships right into it, baby.
Never been so glad to see that stuff.
Get the Hyperion. I've tied up your fleet, Archon, and you're not outrunning me in the Hyperion. There's no point in continuing this.
You wish to force my hand? So be it. Unlike you and the Pathfinder, I do not require an implant. I have yours. You've made this much more difficult, Pathfinder, but not for me.
They really gave the Archon in this scene some of the best facial animations in the game. He's very expressive. Alright, this blinding light is too much. It's too much for too long, man. Okay, thank you.
Suvi, what am I looking at?
I wonder.
We're inside, baby. Oh, okay. That's not good. This is literally Halo 4. We literally just went inside the Didax ship. Ooh.
Can't see the Hyperion. Extrapolating from last known position.
There's architects.
We'll beat it down, like it or not.
Wherever the Archon goes to ground, that's where we're heading.
Hot drop in 5, 4, 3.
Holy.
Pathfinder, I've arranged a distraction while I find Meridian control.
Pathfinder, it's snap dead. That's why we lost it. Looks like maneuvering thrusters only.
The Archon's betting we won't chase him with the Ark at risk.
We'll guard the Hyperion.
Kandros, who's with you?
The invitation was open. Unless you're refusing Kadara's help.
Yes.
You secure Meridian.
Let's find the Archon.
Whoa, dude! Holy shit! That was so sick. They were just flying above me. Fuck yeah. I love that they all flew in.
Pathfinder? He's taken them.
Captain Dunn?
The core is lit up like Christmas, but Sam isn't talking. I think the Archon... Shit, I don't know what he did, but he has Sarah. Whatever Meridian can do, he'll try to take it.
Just focus on flying. I'll find them.
Dude, I'm just trying so badly to, like, drive while fucking being able to see that we live in the fucking dome planet right now. Fucking architects just flying around.
Hard starboard. All power.
Didn't like the sound of that, Ryder.
Keep pushing. Go.
Dude.
That's not the Hyperion.
Kenner deploying to defend the Archon. Get in close. Right, get in there.
Sloane Kelly showed up, motherfuckers.
Not sure we have a choice.
This is so cool. It's literally just Halo 4 going into an ancient civilization's hollow dome planet, and it even looks similar.
But that's got to be some kind of control.
Like, it's just like luscious overgrown with ancient, like, pillar structures in it.
We fight them face to face then.
Okay.
The Archon isn't taking Meridian. Enough said.
The Archon must be inside already.
He'll use Sarah to make Meridian a weapon. We can't let that happen.
Imagine if you just lost all of your abilities. Be screwed. The brief playable Sarah segment was like, it was very brief, but it was sweet. I actually really liked it. I liked that we got to like a taste of it. Because that's like potential to be like built upon that we'll never see because Andromeda's sequel was cancelled. And so is the DLC. But the idea of that, you know, we got a taste, which is real cool.
Ket dropship, heads up.
Your own reinforcements on site, Pathfinder. The Resistance is with you.
Fuck yeah.
Remember that.
So Ephra, Kandros, and Sloane are our sort of backup group. We got the Angaran Resistance. We've got Kadara. Kandros is here.
Watch out, Pathfinder. The big Ket ship is coming back around.
A nice surprise would be having the Rokar join us as well, based on the fact that we didn't make them hate us. That would be awesome. We got to have Axul come in and unite all Angara together in this help. We've got 3 Pathfinders. While every single Pathfinder right now might not be the original that was intended for Andromeda, we have 4 very capable Pathfinders.
It's all or nothing.
3 second in commands, and me, the son of the legend, Alec Ryder. And Cora is with us here as well, so a Pathfinder and a half. Nice. It's cool seeing all of my allies. That's one hell of a pilot. Yeah, so we're seeing all the Pathfinders getting shit done, baby. That's right. Powerful shield. Yes. So sick.
Take the fight inside, Pathfinder. We'll protect the Hyperion, but that only matters if you can catch the Archon.
Understood, Pathfinder.
Wow. Cool shit, dude. Alright, I'm gonna use this. It's gonna hurt me again, probably. No, maybe not. In the gravity well, let's go. Feels darker in here than it used to. Fight to reach the Archon.
Tempest, we're going in after the Archon.
I'll relay the layout to anyone following.
Whoa, energy spike. The Archon is doing something in there.
Standing by. Sarah may need attention.
Okay. Oops. Literally as I boost right into a fucking pillar. Okay, that was awful. I got no combos from that because 2 went to different people and then the incinerate just hit a wall. Love it.
Vetra's mercs are taking it
Nice.
to Pathfinder.
It's like a dream. All of us. Together.
It won't matter if the Archon gets control and blows up worlds.
We did it, baby. Alright, let me quickly put some points in. I don't know why these guys even have points. They're all maxed out, but they still get levels, which is really strange. Just give all their spare levels to me instead. So bizarre. Melee damage, combat detonator, hover duration, damage resistance while evading. Jump melee damage, combat detonator. This is good for our melee stuff, but I'm not using combat stuff too much. I might upgrade my containment stuff. Radius. Biotic combo detonations knock down unarmored, unshielded, normal-sized enemies. All combo damage versus shields, we'll do that. And then we're 1 point away from maxing this out. So I'll leave that for now. Who knows? I might end up with another level up during this time. We will see. So I might switch to biotics. It all depends on what we end up fighting. Wow. I got fucking teammates. Let's go.
Available, Pathfinder.
Not strictly true.
Save the pedantry for the victory party. Get her on a rally. Call out. Can we hold them? The resistance is with you.
You ready?
Nice.
Here to fight by our cousin.
Together.
Nice, and that's some of Joel's family, right? Vaughn.
Pathfinder. We risk being more distraction than help.
Understood.
Dropships inbound.
So are we. Do we have the ability to assist?
We live through this. All debts are paid. I've run this simulation. Target as directed. New Tachanka representing. Let's go.
Number safe fire. Target the dropship.
Super fucking satisfying, dude. Like seeing all of those names popping up. Super satisfying, and I've just been fucking ambushed by Remnant right in the middle. They've dropped. Oh, what the fuck? Where did you all come from? They just got dropped in behind me. I know that there were dropships incoming, but I thought they would have got dropped in front of us. How dare they have strategy? How dare they try and get our flank? Can't believe it. What's cool though is the Remnant are fighting them. It would have been cool if while we were using the Remnant fleet or the Remnant ships, we were able to like somehow confuse the Remnant signal on like a wide scale of us being their allies, and they'd be like on our side right now as well. That'd be insane. But we gotta still fight both. And the Ket, we're gonna fight them as well.
We're clear, but we need to regroup. Keep going, Pathfinder. We'll shore up the rear.
This is awesome. Where are we going? Over this way? This way. I need my Sam back, and I need to rescue Sarah.
Need room to breathe.
And Sloan needs room to breathe.
Pathfinder, pay my...
Those pillars don't seem structural. Is this all Meridian?
We thought this scourge hid other planets. But how many link through here?
we're going around. Like, instead of making this pathway straightforward, we're going to make you kind of curve around this silly little path for a while. Oh, fuck, god damn it.
Pathfinder, we have a debt to pay. We are at your side.
Glad to have you.
Protag.
Let's make sure the Ket aren't.
Drac, what are you doing over there? I love that I got fucking Krogan over there fighting with me too.
Hit the Ascendant right up the generator.
So this is the Invictor. It just says Ascendant, so maybe not. Invictor is elsewhere. Ascendant's A posing again. Such a common little bug for the Ascendant is that they always get stuck in an A pose. They just really struggle to fight against us.
Until the section's secure.
Hello. Hello, Krogan. This is such a cool armor color. Love the black and white. So sick. And Protag. We got friends on our side, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hopefully I don't run out of Cobra RPGs on this mission. We got 7 left. Probably didn't need to waste it on that Ascendant.
Damn it. Done. Done. Is there anything we can do?
Stay out of our way.
There's no pulling up. This is the captain. I need everyone to cryo. Go. 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 I'm rerouting power to all medbay inertials. I can give us one shot.
Get me close enough and I'll biotically shield the bridge.
The sleepers take priority.
She's going to, like, Captain going down with the ship.
Brace. And it's been an honor to serve.
Ooh. That's one way to land an arc.
Captain Dunn? Captain Dunn!
Still here, Ryder. Cryopods? Intact. Give the Pathfinders my thanks. And the Archon? The tip of your boot.
Remember the personal stake that Ryder has in that cryo bay on the Hyperion as well, because our mother is on that ship, as well as Sarah, but our mother is in cryo.
Everyone listening? That landing means humanity's staying long term. And this just became a fight for the home front.
No shit.
You have our support. Pathfinder, it's your honor to take that response to the Archon.
Because the Hyperion is stuck on there, all of humanity in cryo.
Make them pay.
all the humanity that's like still in cryo on the Hyperion right now that haven't been woken up yet are there. So we're like, well, fuck, we're on Meridian now, dude. But the cool thing about Meridian, at least, is that it's a floating planet that can move. So there's at least some advantage to that, as long as this goes well.
Break them.
All right.
Your vessel is grounded, Pathfinder. Collection of consultation is now wrapped up easier. And know you will never have our gift. The Archon demands you die here.
Okay. About that.
Deploying to safeguard Arc system.
Not gonna happen.
Gentle. It's been a long ride.
The good thing is, with us being up against like just Ket now, is that we're not going to have any situation where we've got exiles popping up with fucking hydras or none of that bullshit. The only yellow enemies we have to face with the Ket are like fiends, and they're the easiest yellow bar enemies to deal with because they're just big and bulky. The hardest enemies in the... Oh, you know what? Never mind. You know what? Never fucking mind, because destroyers exist. Fuck me, dude. Okay. I was going to say, we don't have to deal with hydras, and hydras are, you know, going to be like the toughest enemy next to remnant destroyers, and god fucking damn it, I did not expect one to show up. I don't know why. It makes too much sense that one would show up. However, we've destroyed both of the turrets already, so I might not need to waste a Cobra RPG on this. So I might be able to do it. Yes, there we go. We can handle this. We can handle this ourselves. Joel, where are you, buddy? I love you. Get the fuck up. The destroyer has been destroyed.
Kick their teeth in, if they have them.
Secure like we're staying. Next stop, the Archon.
Okay, baby. Next gravity well. Let's see how this plays out.
Looks deep. How thick do you think this shell is?
I guess we'll find out.
I'm nervous to see how this is going to come to an end. But look at that, dude.
Secure the adaptation matrix.
The Archon, does he know he's broadcasting?
He's in Sarah's head. We're connected.
These are all green, so they're on my side? Or they're just not enemies?
But not attacking. The hell?
Could it be guiding us, like the doors?
That can't be the Archon.
We're being pushed in a particular direction.
See that? Doors closing?
Could the Archon be forcing us this way?
Who else would it be?
I don't know. Could it be Sam?
More doors. Maybe. Sarah's found a way to help.
Prepare to repeat the cortical stimulus.
Get out of my head!
You are irrelevant. I will use your connection.
God damn it!
You sure this'll hold?
Our home's parked at the surface. We can't stop now.
Not like we can turn back. Let's go.
Look at all this.
Whee!
It feels familiar somehow. Should it? Oh, that unnerves me.
I've been everywhere, killed a lot of things. Never seen anything like this.
We can't let the Archon take this. Touchdown. And ahead? Meridian control? A long time coming.
Seen longer.
Okay. This is one of the most fucking beautiful things ever, dude. It looks so fucking cool. I really do love, and like since we've first gone into a vault, the architecture of the Remnant stuff and the design and the sound design especially. Let's kill everything. This is it. That's our destination.
The connection is ready. We can feel it.
I can't save. We're relying on autosaves.
The network. So close.
We gotta stop that. Go.
So close. The Archon's so close to his goal.
This attempt to rival me is no longer amusing, Pathfinder.
Hey, brother. Get my clues?
Nice, so it was Sarah. I was wondering if it was going to be Sam, but I guess it's both. The Archon is so close to his goal, and we are going to edge him so hard. We are going to give him the bluest balls in all of Andromeda. Are you ready for this?
How you feeling, Sarah?
Is this what you do? It hurts a lot.
So determined, but so pointless. Your connection serves me. I know how it works. The mind is trained to think like the Remnant creators. In this case, painfully. But I'm content to let her bear that burden. Whatever gives me Meridian, I will transcend what you pretend to be.
You're out of time. I've matched you every step. You failed, Archon. You're the pretender.
You learn by accident. I am the genetic inheritor of 1,000 species. No more mercy. Kill them all.
He's still using Sarah's implant.
Can they survive drawing this much power?
I only care about one of them.
Okay. Oh my god, okay. Okay. Kind of chucked in the middle here. This is a chokehold.
I'm clear, but you've got to stop him!
You wasted this potential.
We got company!
Eos will burn.
It's always Eos. It's like, do you know how many other planets that we've fucking put a habitat on, bro?
We're being flanked.
Let them come!
Where'd you go?
You're random, weak.
Gotcha.
Oh no, 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 no. He's... Shit, he has access!
I can see the network. They are architects of life. You commanded nothing.
I made the cluster livable for thousands.
No. You have led your people to their deaths.
Oh, okay. He's gonna do too much.
Shut down the interfaces. He'll have nothing to draw. You'll take Meridian out from under him.
We play this smart. I know it hurts, but you have to call out where to interface. Get me targets. Everyone get that? We're shutting the Archon down.
It's the classic villain who plugs himself into the main power source routine and then he gets overloaded and we fry his brain. He plugged himself directly in, making him weaker.
For one of his main power draws. Get there. I'll try to expose it so you can interface. Hurry!
Interesting. I actually really quite like how Sarah ends up being directly involved with the main story instead of just asleep for the whole thing and then kind of wakes up just to be in bed. This is really good. I'm really glad. It really does kind of make her feel like part of the story, which is really good. We just also have to fucking dodge an architect's attacks while we're also going through this. Oh god, man. Okay, just a couple of nullifiers. You know, it's no big deal, dude. Just a couple of nullifiers, and also an architect shooting at me.
I've already surpassed you. You're pathetic.
Your overconfidence is your downfall. Oh, hello.
Nabs ahead. Take them all out.
This is just the start, Pathfinder.
I don't have your practice.
Sam!
I'm still restricted, but the more remnant you destroy, the more fractured the Archon's attention.
Okay.
Position, kill remnant. I'm on it.
Sam?
The armored head, Sarah.
Shield's open, fucker.
You pushed too far.
The fight leader's here, Pathfinder. We're with you.
Wait, Cora's here. What? Cora is here. What the fuck? Cora's actually here. Liam's here. Dude, I have my team. But dude, I have the full squad on with me right now. That's fucking great. Do I have the full squad or just Cora and Liam so far? Where's PB Vetra?
The remnant obey me now.
That's cool that they have everybody here.
Exposed. Lock it down. Interface now.
Power relay is down. Give me another target.
There. The Archon's pulling power on the other side.
Let's go.
I will not suffer this
The
insult.
is crossing gas. We need a bridge.
I'm trying, but... find an interface.
On it.
If only we could destroy this architect, considering the fact that we've been able to destroy them before. Not these ones. I guess the other relay will be where Vetra and PB come in.
Exaltation is too good for you. I rescind the offer.
Okay. Oh no! I love that he's just like, I rescind the offer. It's like, do you realize how you sound right now, dude? I take it back. You can't be exalted anymore. Oh, God. I need everybody else, please. Everybody here right now.
If you cannot be leashed, I'll burn it all around you.
gap. I'm not seeing an interface.
Hold there. We'll try and raise the platform.
There is no worlds that
No?
will hide you.
But we have to
No
win this.
escape.
Boy. There's a lot of people here, not much cover. Just gonna hide over here now.
Every outpost, every colonist, every world you set foot.
How are those platforms going, Sarah? I need them. I'm getting kind of fucked up over here.
Ash, and it will be your fault. Necessary. Your defiance.
He keeps fucking just keeps going. Just let the villain speak his words constantly. He won't shut up.
Your people will beg, and there will be no mercy.
I like that every time he's like not talking, he's obviously thinking about what to say next. He's like, what haven't I said yet? What can I intimidate them with? How can I gloat over them with my assured victory? He's like, how can I make this happen? Oh yes, fire and blood. That's a good one. That's a good one. He hasn't said that yet. He's like, wait, fire and blood. Yes, that'll do it. I'm fucking screwed. Oh god, on both sides. Alright, hide back here. This is a good spot. I wish that doing energy drain took off that cover that the nullifier has. There we go.
It will be like you never came here, never existed.
Sure. It's really working hard to convince us of this, isn't he? Boop. Oh man. Oh, this is bad. We have our back to... Okay, this is not good. Okay, I think we have a pretty big range to stand in at least.
You're getting some help, Ryder.
Whoa! Yeah! Oh, that's how they come in. They come in via a shuttle, so Vetra and PB are here now. Nice. That's so good.
We have exalted countless species.
You've never exalted humans before, bitch. We're the main characters of the whole universe because we said so. Ready.
Exposed. Lock it down. Interface now.
Oh, did that just cancel it at the last second? That attack cancelled it. Love it.
Relay down. Tell me how to bring this all home.
One more. Just.
Oh, not one more. Why does it have to always be 3?
Sarah!
Magic number always has to be 3.
Hurry.
Hit them all on the way. No stopping.
What if it wasn't 3 and we could just do 2 and that was enough? We're gonna head back now.
This is not the end. I have the network.
He has so much to say, doesn't he? He's been planning this for a long time. Nice. Oh, I can just do this one. I don't have to wait. Get it. There was another level up in this mission. Nice. Haha. Classic. Ding dong. The evil witch is dead.
Meridian is online.
Meridian is online, dude. Yes. All the power of Meridian at my fingertips. We about to colonize the whole galaxy. Make it livable. Fuck yeah, dude.
Sam is broadcasting the victory across the cluster. Aya is celebrating too. You did it.
I may have been a focus, but all of Helios came together. This moment belongs to everyone.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm not sure if this this song that's playing at the end is going to be copyrighted or not. It sounds like a licensed track. So I'm going to let the credits roll and I'm going to sit on this one for a sec. We're going to see what happens after the credits, if there is anything, or if it takes us back to the bridge of the Tempest, and then we will talk about Mass Effect Andromeda. No way that that's the end credits stinger. That it's just literally like the Archon's pal who was not keen on the Archon. That was the end credits stinger? Like, there's still more Ket out there. And she's got one of those floating things. Okay.
Hey, Sarah.
I'm getting too used to this. How long?
Weeks. Relax. You haven't missed much.
The Ark and the Sleepers, they're safe in the sphere?
We're part of Meridian now. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, so I can't remember the exact name. I know that there was the Archon sword that we killed, and then there was the other one. Was it the Vindicator? Who was like also trying to go against the Archon because the Archon was doing his own thing. But she's obviously still got more of a purpose. Like, she's still around to succeed the Archon and do things how the main Ket armada outside of the Helios cluster want things to be done, which is exaltation only. Who cares about the Remnant sort of thing? But the thing is, the Remnant and its technology is so powerful, especially with Meridian in our hands, that, you know, it makes things really difficult for the Ket with the amount of power that we have. However, I assume the Scourge is still an issue, so we'll just have to see.
There's no raising the Hyperion, but we're not done with it. It is Meridian. A new port for all of humanity.
We did it, Dad. What about your implant and Sam?
I am once again helping the Pathfinder activate Remnant. Our connection has been restored to normal.
Normal. You need him again?
I need Sam to make it easier. I was adapting, but damage was being done. We need to be careful, Sarah.
The Nexus leaders are waiting, Pathfinder.
Duty calls. Better not keep them waiting.
It never ends.
Kept you waiting, huh? It never ends, which is what the Andromeda team was telling you. That's what the Andromeda team was telling you this whole time. They're like, it never ends because the game is an open world adventure, and for some reason, when you stand in this room, your hair is a weird shade of light blue, and it doesn't quite match what your hair normally looks like. But now Sarah is sleeping in Dad's room, and oh, nice. There's a ship here now. I've already read all these data pads and I've done all of these, just checking if there's anything new, however. Oh, there are a bunch of thank yous in here, though. A bunch of thank yous in this email. Please add your thanks for the team. Initiative, Meridian, Helios. We almost didn't make it, but thanks to the bravery of the Pathfinder team, we have well and truly arrived. Add your voice and gratitude. Let them know they have affected lives. I'm relieved beyond measure that my involvement was not necessary. Okay. He's like, so good that I didn't help. Waking up to this was amazing. Seems like the thing to do. Forever, honestly, LP. Dunker to the team. You're the best. Way to plant the flag. Simply thanks. Knew it would work out. They said we were as good as dead. I didn't see it, so I knew we'd come back from the brink. We're going to make it work. Knew we'd make it. Can't say it enough. Go team. Amazing ride. Came here to be someone. Now we can. Moving forward. Do you see how many emails are on this list? I haven't even hit halfway. Whee! What the fuck, dude? Why is there so many? What the fuck? Awaiting database upgrade. Speed of entries has exceeded civilian buffer. Pathfinder team is all heroes. Jesus. There's so many. And I can't mark all as red. New Earth, huh? Anders. There's so many in here. They're all saying good, nice things. All times are 3:14. All dates are meringue. Space is custard and sort of flaky. Just wanted to say you did a good job. Please read. Alright, we read a bajillion thank yous. There you go.
Go on. I need some rest.
Oh, Sarah Ryder's hair is also blue in here, so we're still twinsies. Let me get out of this door.
The decision isn't yours.
Neither is it yours. That is the point, isn't it? Pathfinder, you're late.
Hello. What's going on?
Alright, get to it. What's so important? Initiative protocol. Thanks to you, we can finally proceed as intended.
As outposts become colonies, the cluster needs its own voice, a true council.
And while I maintain that it is premature, we must nominate an interim ambassador to represent concerns outside the Nexus. Or rather, you must nominate someone.
Okay. This is really cool, because this is like... Now that we have peace, for now, in the galaxy, we've defeated the Ket, pushed him back, for now, and we have control of Meridian, which links to all the vaults on all the worlds. We can make them all habitable now. Bingo. So good. And now we can do what was meant to happen at, when we left the Milky Way galaxy. We can now establish that strong foothold for the Andromeda Initiative. We can have a council. We can start making babies. We can start repopulating the galaxy. Figure out what we're going to do, And then once we have that foothold, who knows? Imagine if there was an Andromeda sequel, or, something involving going beyond, the Helios cluster for more species out there. We'll never get it.
Interim ambassador? To what and for who?
To the Nexus. The eventual goal was always a galactic council, but Meridian has accelerated concerns.
An Ark has landed. The vaults may make outposts self-sufficient, and we can't claim to represent a sovereign Angara. An interim ambassador would represent concerns outside the Nexus, until elections when we can all step aside.
At the appropriate time.
I can handle a hot potato, but why throw it to me in the first place?
Because we need it to be legitimate.
We can't impose a vote on the Angara. Or even Kadara. Eladin? Won't happen.
But you've acted for everyone. If you endorse a name, some may disagree, but they will trust it as a starting point.
Someone to speak for Helios.
I put forward Pathfinder Hager. I'd suggest you, but someone might think you killed the Archon to elevate yourself. We can't allow the appearance of that. But Hager keeps the position and the timeline in the Nexus family.
I want to do this so badly because, and you know why? I'm going to tell you why, and I'll make it quick. Every time I've brought up Krogan in Mass Effect Andromeda, I have spoken about how I wish that the Krogan were handled differently. They were given an opportunity to be something more than just the same Krogan from Mass Effect trilogy, where it's still, they're just at odds with everyone else, and they go, fucking Krogan, you know what I mean? And then you have to solve a Krogan versus people debate, and try and unite people together again. We've already done that. You know, I wanted an opportunity in a brand new galaxy to have the Krogan be different, give them a chance to be something else, which they are capable of doing, and we've seen them be capable of doing that in multiple Krogan companions. I am instantly attracted to that. You know what I mean? Obviously, Tan wants Hager because Hager is the Solarian Pathfinder. This one, I kind of like having an Angara, the Mashai, because we have an allegiance there, but I do see how it could potentially be like this situation where it's like the whole point is someone to, you know, facilitate and communicate to speak for the Andromeda Initiative, which makes sense that it would at least be someone in our galaxy, you know? The Outpost leader, Bradley, doesn't really appeal to me at all. Honestly, I would be tempted to go for one of these two options. And I really like the idea of giving the Krogan a voice. It is consistent with how I have felt about the Krogan for the longest time, and especially in this game where I want justice for my Krogan boys, them to be handled differently. I'm going to pick this one, see if we can pick the others, because they're all showing as question marks. So I don't think it's a decision yet, but I want to pick this one first, just in case.
If we want stability, maybe we should ensure the Krogan stay. What if it was Morta?
You are out of your mind.
It's definitely unorthodox.
Okay, so we got questions and then choices.
The Angara need to help define the process. It's their right. Plus, the Moshai would help solidify relations.
We're already partnered, thanks to your efforts against the Rokar.
All the more reason to focus on our own issues.
Okay.
It feels like the original intent was to give that voice to the outposts. August Bradley's a proven leader.
On a considerably smaller scale.
He's kept EOS relatively stable, despite no militia presence.
Meridian doesn't mean done. Catter's still out there. A Pathfinder is the obvious choice for stability. For us.
But hardly the empowering one.
Same old bullshit.
So it changes based on the description that there's one that comes from an emotional perspective with the Mashai. The intelligent one is Bradley. The professional one is to back Hager. And a casual response is going with Morta. I really would like to see what happens here, because this is a decision, and here's the thing, because I make decisions in these games because, newsflash, big newsflash, nobody knows this information, this is a decision choice-based RPG based on the opinions and choices and feelings of the player. And I've made choices since the day one of Mass Effect 1 that people go, you made the wrong choice. There is no wrong choices. There's the choice that you want, there's the choice that I want, and there's the choice that is more optimized for a good, perfect playthrough. An optimized playthrough of this choice leads to this outcome, which is objectively better, right? Makes sense. That's not what my first playthrough has ever been about. I don't go for, I need the best, most optimized playthrough. You know what I mean? It's, I feel this way about my character and in this story that I am immersed in, and I am making that choice. Because that's what these games are about. So I saved the Krogan Scouts from Exaltation, you know? Because if you'd watched my playthrough since Mass Effect 1, you would know that I would choose the Krogan Scouts already. It wouldn't even be called into question. But still, people are like, fuck you, you idiot. I can't believe you picked the Scouts. You suck. I wish I was kidding. And I just wish that more people would respect different choices that are made in your own playthrough. You know what I mean? I'm going to pick Mortar. Mortar it is. I'm backing her.
If you want the Pathfinder to pick a voice, I'm picking Morta. I think the Krogan have waited long enough for a seat on a council.
Certainly colors Meridian's opening day.
Damn right.
Don't worry, number 8. You'll be fine.
Dude, Krogan on the council? Let's fucking go.
Good.
They deserve it.
The policy and protocol, that's not what your victory was about. There's more to life than this.
Krogan on the council, dude. You know how long I waited for something like that to even be spoken about? Hell yeah.
Integration of Hyperion systems is ongoing. Our SAM node will be accessible on return visits to Meridian.
Oh, okay. Can't go into the SAM core. Can't go into... Which means we can't talk to the Angaran AI, I suppose. Interesting. I'm going to put a tech point into my VI again. Because why not? Okay, so our journal is to talk to our squad and crew. And that is the epilogue. I suppose. There's Callow. Home and away.
Ryder, enjoying the fruits of your labor? You deserve it.
Thanks, Callow.
The Tempest is getting some much-needed service. I thought I'd leave them to it. But I wouldn't miss the big day. Meridian looks so different out of the cockpit. I think I understand better why you do what you do.
Finding Meridian crystallized a lot of things about being a Pathfinder.
I expect many around here are thinking about their own potential. I don't pretend to understand everything, but Meridian must have opened a lot of doors. Not all of them safe. I want you to know that it'll be my privilege to keep flying you to them.
That's right, baby. You are my pilot.
It means a lot that you want to stick with us, Callow.
Of course. And keeping my ship is a plus. I've learned a lot from you, Ryder. And Gil. Though, please don't tell him that. Things will change now. But that's all right. Nothing's ever really lost.
Just wait for Mass Effect Andromeda 2, where the game opens with the Tempest being destroyed and Ryder dying for a third time in the storyline. Darla Vars Hyperion.
Up straight, everyone. This is the guest of honor.
Like you have to tell anyone that.
Hunter, this is our opening. Let there be some sense of ceremony.
As I was about to say, hello, Pathfinder. I am Chief of Operations, Ayora Pile.
Second Wave Placements Officer, Darla Vars Hyperion.
Hunter Carey, Reconstruction.
She's given herself a name like Aquarian, right? Because it's the Vars Hyperion, and it's the name of the ship of which she hails from. That's kind of interesting, isn't it?
Darla Vars Hyperion, Placements Officer?
As our developments in the cluster grow more sophisticated, proper matching of sleeper and assignment will be vital. My mission is to ensure compatibility and fulfillment.
When are you changing your name to Vars Meridian?
I keep Vas Hyperion to honor the ship that brought us here, as my godparents would want.
Just saying we're staying.
Please forgive Hunter. He is an ass.
He is an ass. So her godparents must be Quarians then, because she has that sort of like tradition of her last name being the ship. That's really neat. That's a cool detail.
Ayora Pillay, you're in charge of Meridian?
That's a big statement. I will oversee the operations and establishment of our port. Exploration and study of the interesting substructure will be handled by Initiative R&D. I'm told that may take lifetimes. We'll ensure that we have them. That's what I trained for.
Okay.
Hunter Kelly, can I get some clarification on reconstruction?
Sure thing. I'm tasked with turning this once proud vessel into the future proud human capital.
It's more complicated than that.
No, it's a structural and organizational nightmare. Which is job security, which is perfect. Come back in a year. This'll be a galactic hub. You won't know where the Hyperion ends and Meridian begins.
Come back in a year. That's cool. Having it like fully integrated.
This is the first I've heard of the term second wave.
It isn't literal. There have been several groups deployed for outposts. Second wave is about the staged evolution of the initiative.
First wave out of cryo, structural support and generalists. Food and fences. Second wave is organizational. Less generalists, more specialists.
More paperwork.
It's needed to rapidly advance. I'm not spending a generation on the range.
Sounds like Meridian is in good hands.
I can only read the reports of how you brought us this opportunity, but rest assured, we will not waste it.
Yes. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Aye, what they said.
Interesting group. I wish the Quarians were able to make it.
Pathfinder, I'll pay it forward.
That would have been awesome. They just delayed in transit. Can they make it later on?
Arc Hyperion, departed Milky Way 2185, arrived Andromeda 2819. Current status recorded as Meridian.
Well, narrator guy is getting work.
Select a topic.
Narrator guy's getting work. Meridian.
Arc Hyperion has been declared a monument to those who lost their lives in service of the Initiative. A plaque has been placed at the highest point of the Hyperion superstructure. It reads, "We turned our backs upon a dwindling star to chase a dawn beyond our childhood's end."
Cool.
The Hyperion was shepherded to its resting place by a
Shepherded.
allies who stood as one against the Ket Archon. Pathfinder Riders spearheaded the defense and remains assigned to Arc Hyperion despite its reclassification. Landing Day has been proposed as a cluster-wide holiday. Status, pending.
Okay.
While decommissioned as a vessel, the superstructure silhouette of Arc Hyperion will be maintained in perpetuity. All internal structures are being adapted for sleeper deployment and future industrial and residential development. These internal structures have been designated as Port Meridian. The transformation of Arc Hyperion into Port Meridian continues both above and below the surface. This includes the planned integration of Initiative and Remnant technologies, pending further research. Port Meridian is currently powered by repurposed Tantalus drive cores, which require the frequent discharge of static energy. This causes a unique visual phenomenon during Meridian's night cycle that has been dubbed Aurora Meridiani.
Cool. Aurora Meridiani. At this time of day. Right now, housed entirely within your Hyperion. Hello, Cora.
Hey, Ryder. How's Sarah?
Much better.
There might be 2 riders around soon. Imagine. The Hyperion's forming scientific teams. Gotta start studying what we have. I may have helped them organize.
That'll be exciting. Meridian rewrites all kinds of physical laws.
Maybe they'll name a new law after you. Something about never staying in one place. This is a new cradle for humanity. That's a big idea. Bigger than I'd imagined. So maybe building those teams was smart. Small steps to understand all this, until we're at the top of the mountain.
And seeing the next horizon.
Can't deny it. I'm game for more. With so much power in our hands, you think it'll be okay?
Cora, sometimes you just have to leap out there and see where it takes you.
Yeah? I guess you do. Whatever happens, you gave everyone an incredible gift. Nice job, Pathfinder.
Nice.
I'm waiting for my wife to be brought out of
Sloane?
Then I really start.
If you're expecting a pat on the back, you're gonna be disappointed.
All right. I'll settle for a hug.
How does your crew stand you?
Some people find me endearing. Charming, even.
More like insufferable. But you do get results.
That was dangerously close to a pat on the back.
You're hearing things.
That's good. See? Sloane turned up.
Pathfinder, I'm told there will soon be a new voice representing Helios.
Another of your leaders claiming to know what we need.
It was an impossible choice, Ephra. There's no name that would represent everyone. Though the one chosen definitely represents someone. Don't they, Pathfinder?
No one's pretending this is ideal, but it's a start.
That's irrelevant. Things started long before any of you arrived. The only important question is, what will continue? Higher of GX's, Pathfinder. To better tomorrows.
I had a ghost Solarian hand coming out of my fucking chest in that. And look by me, it's gone.
Pathfinder, kept a seat for you in your planet. That's not getting less weird. About time Meridian got a proper grand opening. We all need this. Heard Sarah woke up. How's she doing?
She'd be angry if I said anything but great. Which means, great.
Stubborn as hell. I hear it runs in the family. Hey, know who I just talked to? A second wave technician fresh out of cryo. Just had his first sunrise in Andromeda. He couldn't stop crying.
Just him?
Must be something going around. Maybe you're the carrier. It's really feeling like home, you know? Finally. They haven't given you 5 minutes alone since the fight. Have you had a chance to let it sink in?
Imagine being the second wave. Like, imagine being the people that woke up after. You know? And just like, oh, we're here? Oh, cool. We control a super planet terraforming dome. Not even a dome, a sphere. And we already defeated the cat and everything's been done. I don't have to do any hard work and I don't have to starve for 14 months and be hopeless and existential. You mean I can just fucking hang out? Second wave people got it easy, man. Back in my day, we suffered. We got exalted before we could eat breakfast.
There's so much here. It'll be years before we even know where to start.
Don't need starters. Starters are a dime a dozen. We need finishers, and we have the best. I'm looking at you, Pathfinder Rider. The whole galaxy is. Cheers.
Cheers, bruv. Alright. Alright.
Hi, Ryder.
Spec Ringi.
So, Tan says he's gonna let me stick around and help with the...
Hey, Ryder.
You ready to get going? We've still got a lot to do.
You know me. I'm always raring to go.
Oh, she's all grown up, leaving home, doesn't need me anymore.
That'll be the day. We'll handle my deals on this end while I'm gone.
Seeing you two in cahoots makes me all misty.
You know this is your fault, right? Helping us along? Helios has really turned into the fresh start I wanted, in so many ways. And now with Meridian, we're really going to make this place ours. I can't wait. You know where to find me when you're ready.
Nice.
So glad you're up and around. I have important news for you.
There always is.
Yes, discoveries every day, but this is something we've been waiting for. Listen.
Yeah! Quarian Arc is coming in! Woo! It's coming in late, but the Quarians are on their way. I knew it. I'd understand.
What should I be hearing?
Sorry, Sam. Active filtering. Initiative Protocol Alpha Alpha to the screen.
Protocol what?
Processing.
Repeating. This is the Ark Kira. The situation is not under control. Note and avoid until further updates. Repeating.
Is that?
The Quarian Arc. And Elcor, Drell, Volus? Hanar, I think. That's some delicate business, putting Hanar in stasis. Point is, they're still out there. The Keela Sia wasn't destroyed.
Elcor in Andromeda Bay, let's go! That's my favorite arc. That has so many of my favorite Mass Effect species on it. We got Elcor, Drell, Hanar, Quarians. Volus are okay. But my god, what a collection! Holy shit. And that means we're one step closer to having a playable AI, a playable companion of an Elcor main character. Please.
It's patchy, and there's no traceable vector, I assume?
We need an Elcor companion for the sequel.
Long-range probes, but...
That's not a distress call. It's a warning to keep away from wherever they are.
Whatever's happening, they don't want to be found yet. We have to trust their Pathfinder.
But they're out there.
All we can do is wait.
Till the sequel. The sequel that never was. A signal, holy shit. Okay. Calm down. There's something it's been bounced who knows how many times, and it's patchy as hell, but I know an ARC signature when I see it. ARC Keela Sia. It's out there. It's damaged or something. I've put probes out, but with the Scourge, who knows where it is. I'm logging everything, and I mean everything. If a spit bug burps on EOS, I'm passing it. Because the worst thing, the signal isn't a distress call. It's a warning. This is an official complaint. Addison can stop the reports, but I know what I know, and the long-range scans show it. The resource deficit isn't some outlaw shooting up our ships. The reason they're all through and reporting no losses is because it's auto-enacted skimming, an emergency drop triggered by backdoor codes. The good director can swear up and down that no trackers were deployed, but they're out there. They'll be targeting wherever we work the hardest. Okay. Lisa Morgana, the Scourge. Okay. Long-range comet studies. Okay. All I care about in this list is that there's a Quarian arc. Holy shit, there's a Quarian arc, dude. Nope. Not yet. Hold on. My boy's here.
Old man?
Eh?
This place is something else.
It's just another starting line. Where we go from here is on us.
Well, damn, you were listening to me after all.
Through all the creaking of your old bones.
He loves it.
I sent out the Nakmor scouts. Nearly drowned me in reports until I pointed them at Tan. Told him to be extra wordy just for him.
He'll love that.
He wanted the job, he can have the reports. It's not over, you know. There'll be more Ket and whatever else is waiting out there.
I know, right? It's going to be so much fun.
Crazy kid. Fighting for all the right reasons. You're right, it'll be fun.
That's my fucking guy. And there is 100% certainty that if there was a Mass Effect Andromeda sequel, Drac would die. Unfortunately, you just know that they're gonna figure out a way to write that so it happens, where Drac will have an emotional send-off. Can I dance here? Yes, I can. It does the same dance again, the same shepherd dance move. Hello, PB.
Oh, good. You're here. Maybe the festivities can finally begin. Don't like sitting on my ass. Places to see, people to go. You know what I mean. Well, let's get this show on the road. Meridian looks great, but, you know, been there, done that.
Hey, this was a big accomplishment. It's important to enjoy it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm proud of us. Helios is changing, and will be for a long time. I'm just antsy. Don't want to miss a thing. Oh, I almost forgot. Kalinda sent a congratulatory message. She was angling for an invitation, I think. Denied.
Hope you didn't turn her back into an enemy.
Oh, you're always so serious. Enjoy the moment. We're here to celebrate, remember?
Look who's talking, Miss Basale.
Just keeping you on your toes. For now, you're right. The galaxy isn't going anywhere. Let's have some fun.
Cool. Suvi?
Meridian, huh? I see it every day, and I'm still amazed. We're really starting to put down roots. It's wonderful. Did I tell you? The team's working with the Angara to set up a joint research body.
We still need you on the ship.
I'm not giving up the Tempest, Ryder. I just also hope to be involved with the Angaran scientists. Us helping them helping us. Can you imagine what we could accomplish? I'm getting all misty just thinking about it.
Joint research body cooperation with the Angara? You're planning a party, right?
Of course. Nothing builds a team like a good whiskey and a laugh. You'd better show up, Ryder. We wouldn't be here if not for you.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Okay, cool. Lexi?
Still standing?
Still standing.
Then I did my job. Somehow. Nothing more need be said.
There's one thing. Dr. Lexi Tapero, thank you.
Yeah, that did it. You jerk. Go on. I've a reputation to protect.
Okay, 2 more to go. Gil?
Hey, Ryder. So, this is supposed to be a celebration, right? You getting used to any of this yet? Meridian? The dream becoming a reality?
Of course they're going to leave Jarl for last.
We're not done by a long shot.
Come on, try to ease up a little. Enjoy the win. But so you know, I've got the Tempest topped out and ready. You want to blow this hot dog stand? Just say the word. Callow's out there somewhere, time one on. If we're really sneaky, he won't even notice we're gone.
Who's flying then? You?
Why the hell not? I'm a quick study. How hard can it be?
Hard.
And how about the Nomad? Just once around the planet.
No.
Guess I'll just have fun down here.
Jarl, where are you?
Honored to see you, Pathfinder.
Glad to have you.
Good luck. Turn of fortune for the Hyperion. Perhaps one day the Partero can expect the same.
Interesting that there isn't a option to talk to them, but they say it anyway. Wild. I guess Jarl is aboard the Tempest, potentially, or I have just completely missed him.
So
This is Avitus. He doesn't say anything, though.
Heading groundside?
Is sorry, Pathfinder around here somewhere too?
We'll find them.
Hey.
Oh, what the he's just standing in the middle. I totally just literally circled him. I just went, oh cool, Cora. Oh cool, Mashai. I just left Jarl in the middle. I left him for last unintentionally.
My darling one.
That's my boy.
Jarl, your affections are so loud sometimes.
Yours can be too, right? I think you're blushing. You accomplished the inconceivable. I'm grateful to be part of it.
Couldn't have done it without you and the Resistance. But mostly you.
That's kind. I'm glad I rose to meet your expectations. To think that when we met, the Angara and your initiative struggled to find trust.
The way we arrived on Aya was over the top. You know, uninvited and on fire.
Agreed.
Guess it worked out okay.
Ryder, the Angara will never forget how you saved the Moshai. But more than that, we'll never forget how you fought the Ket beside us. How we destroyed the Archon. Meridian is a new beginning for your people and mine. Together.
And us.
What I care about most, though, is our new beginning.
One day, my love, we'll have a place of our own. And I'll hold you close, looking out over a beautiful world that we created.
Nice. Return to the Tempest to continue exploring. I like that the game has an epilogue, because when it hit credits, I just went and panicked. I went, oh, it just ended so abruptly. So I'm glad that there was a post-credits epilogue with some good news and some good things. Let's board the Tempest and see if there's anything that happens when we when we jump on.
Leaving so soon?
My Pathfinders. Hello.
I can't stop thinking of what I could be doing. How much is still out there?
I feel the same. It's a strange type of hunger that changes galaxies.
Oh, they all notice now. Look what you've done. I was sneaking away.
I'm new to this role myself. The training didn't cover how to honor your peers. There's no protocol. Your father invented this role, but you defined it.
This is great and all, but it feels weird to be on a ship that isn't moving. We're explorers. There's more to see out there. Let's go find it.
Cool. Let's go and Mass Effect this Andromeda. Let's do it. I wish there was some music playing right now. It's kind of like this awkward silence. Just play us a cool, heroic, and hopeful tune. There it is. I guess that's done. Finding a home. It has the Battle for Meridian and the Nexus Council. You made the unconventional choice of nominating Krogan leader Morta to serve as interim ambassador for the Nexus. So Port Meridian is now a permanent home. This will be the final. Yep, this is just like the final stuff with all of our squad essentially. The Andromeda Initiative, known associates, so this should update stuff like Sarah Ryder. She was made a target for the Archon, but after attacking the Nexus and hijacking the Hyperion, the Archon took Sarah captive, intending to use her to provide access to Meridian. This was really cool. I really liked how she was involved. That was really nice. We got the update to the Archon, which is going to be... The Archon was killed at the Battle for Meridian after almost gaining control of the facility. We now face the consequences of his death, though the Ket are still reeling from the loss of their leader, the Primus. That's it, that's the name. The Primus has reportedly succeeded him and intends to pursue Ket interests in Helios. So yeah, there you go. The Primus, who we turned down her offer because we're not friends. With the Archon dead, the Primus is now de facto leader of the Ket forces in the Helios cluster. Freed from the distraction of investigating and defending remnant structures, we can expect the Ket to remain a clear and present danger under her leadership. There you go. Alright, Meridian. Evidence in the Eye Vault shows a network of remnant vaults across the Helios cluster is controlled from a central point known as Meridian. Now, I think we've already read this before. Key to Sierra. Meridian is a construct akin to a Dyson sphere, a vast hollow shell encompassing a power source that provides heat and light to lush green biomes in the interior. So my early studies of the Jardin records suggest Meridian was their laboratory and seed world, connected to each vault and constantly monitoring the progress of life there. However, even at quantum processing speeds, it will take decades to sift through all of Meridian's accumulated data. With the Hyperion crash-landed inside, humanity has a significant stake in Meridian's future and has founded Port Meridian, a largely human settlement based around the Hyperion crash site. Now, are the Jardin still alive? Because Meridian, we show up to Meridian and no one's here. But the Jardin ran away on Meridian, I believe. So potentially they could be on Meridian somewhere. I mean, it's a planet. It's just a hollow one. Or they're elsewhere and they left it behind when they put this where they put it in the galaxy. Who knows? More questions to be answered that we don't really have the answers to. But Meridian is now the name of both the Jardin Seed World shell and the largely human port and city within, which is real neat as well. There you go. There is no more priority ops, no more allies and relationships to be done. We are on the bridge.
That's...
100% viability on all known UNCs, Pathfinder. Please access the Tempest VidCon for an important update.
Oh, cool.
Tempest VidCon. All right.
Cool. So because we got 100% viability on all the planets already, there is now a VidCon update.
Outstanding, Pathfinder.
There's a VidCon update as well. Oh, clutch moment. There's an email from Drac. This is what I was just about to do. I'm going down here to read my emails anyway. Let's see what we found. Writer from Drac. Some good news. Hey kid, been thinking about how much we've been through since I came on aboard. We nailed Spender and the Archon, survived a whole mess of things. It's about time I let you in on a little secret, something good. Meet me on the Nexus and don't tell anyone, okay? Interesting find from Callow. Hello writer, Liam found this on a Nexus message board and thought it might amuse you. Attached is a vintage watercolor style painting of the Tempest grounded on Meridian, with Callow posing heroically in front of it in a scarf and old style flight goggles. I didn't imagine anyone knew what I looked like. You're the famous one these days. It's rather fetching though. If I can get a clean copy, maybe I'll put it up somewhere. That's cool. PB, to Ryder the Conqueror, don't let it go to your head. I know you've got a million people shining you on right now. I'm here to talk you off the pedestal. We are not done, Buster. There's a galaxy of secrets out there, and I'm gonna go get them, with or without you. Your call. So lap up the praise, but do it quick and get your ass back in gear, Buster. So much more to do from Liam. Things I wrote as we walked away from Meridian Control. This is the best sunlight I've ever felt. God damn, the Hyperion hit hard, but it's home now. Holy shit. All these people are home now. I'm gonna walk the whole sphere. Wonder if there's fish. Can we make fish? We brought fish. What's in that star? I think I'm gonna cry and it's great. Tomorrow will be great. Let's go exploring. Instead of a list of media, there's just home as a header and a bunch of blank entries to be filled in later. Vetra, guess what? They want to name a gun after me. They might do one for everyone on the Pathfinder's crew. Can you imagine the lines? You trying to be funny? Nix that. Sorry. I need to work on my one-liners. Good news from Suvi. I thought you'd like to know that the science team has decided to name our first Helios Milky Way plant hybrid after you. It's not exactly viable yet. About 90% of them die shortly after germination, and those that survive tend to be sterile, but we're getting there. What a perfect plant to be named after. I just read this over and feel like it could almost be taken as an insult, but I swear it's not. A letter of love and admiration. Dearest Temptor, amazing heart. I took you to the most wonderful place on our most beautiful planet, and it all paled when compared to you. You are the more extraordinary than any partner I ever could have imagined. Your mouth, your eyes, your arms. Specifically, the arms. What about my legs, Jarl? Please don't think I'm blind to your other qualities, your intellect, your work ethic, but for this moment I'm dizzy with the memory of our perfect time together and the feel of your arms around me. I love you, Jarl. And then also another communication from Jarl. My dearest, in case you haven't seen the reports, celebrations are breaking out on Aya and Haval. People are walking with a lightness in their steps, and there is even more laughter than usual. Recruitment for the Resistance has never been easier. On Vold, while the Ket are in disarray, we will take down their bases one by one until they are gone from the planet forever. People hope that one day the vessel will be a thing of the past, so the Vassal will be a thing of the past, and that all worlds will be like Aya. Change is coming for the Angara and the humans. We're lucky to have each other. At least that's what Evra said. No, he really did. Communication from Sahuna, the true mother of Jarl. She's like, I heard you guys fucked in the magical ritual lake. God damn it. Jarl refuses to send me the answers to the questions below. He says it's too embarrassing, so I'm asking you myself. Do you have a favorite weapon that you find particularly effective against the Ket? What was your homeworld like? Perhaps we can find ways to make you feel more at home here. Can you describe the human birth process to me? I'm interested for many obvious reasons. I'm never embarrassed. That's something you should know about me. Little hiccup on Kadara. Oh, okay, interesting. Christmas Tate wants us to go check out a hiccup. Minor problem here at the outpost, probably nothing, but I need you to look into it for me. Fair warning, it's a little weird. I'll tell you more when we get here. And from Cora, we secured Meridian, gave the Archon hell, and made the cluster bloom. No Huntress team could have done better. That's because of you. I'm proud to have been your second through all this. We didn't need Golden Worlds after all, just the right person for the job. Nice. Okay, let's put that all away. We're going to meet Drac on the Nexus. I think that email that we got about the little hiccup on Kadara probably was an email that came in before the end of the game. Because it's not in any of these things here. So we might be able to just ignore that one and meet Drac on the Nexus instead. But first and foremost, I think we've got more cutscenes to play out.
Again. Lexi, I'm fine.
Sit now, and I'll skip the blood work. Have you experienced any muscle spasms? Nosebleeds? Memory loss?
No, but I feel a headache coming.
Ha ha.
Comments like that used to get a rise out of you.
I know you too well now. Inhale. Exhale. You should know. Professor Hirek approached me about a transfer to the Nexus. Apparently my research on Ket anatomy has been useful to the militia.
You could continue your studies in a low-risk environment.
I turned him down. Truth is, I've discovered I do my best work in the field. And someone has to keep an eye on you.
I'm lucky to have you here.
Yes, you are. But I'm pretty lucky too.
Cool.
A toast to the vanquished.
The Archon, face down, ass up. To dreams and family.
I'm surprised Liam hasn't been in I'm surprised Liam hasn't been in his room for such a long time.
Lexi, I hear Sarah's doing well. She's healing. Not as fast as she'd like, of course.
Think how much we'll get done with 2 riders.
I can't wait to see Efra's face when he learns there's another one.
2 riders. Alright. VidCon time. Sam has set a new objective for completing 100% viability.
There's a new task because we hit 100% viability?
What is this bullshit?
Significant milestone, Pathfinder. Preparations have been made for some time.
He's like, what the fuck? I did all this work in this open world game and you're gonna make me do another thing?
Honestly, it just felt good to secure that for everyone.
Updating objectives. You have a high priority destination.
At Habitat 7, what's going on?
I have been instructed to not reveal mission parameters.
Oh.
Don't be late, Pathfinder.
Habitat 7 in the Erickson system. Okay, we're going back. The world is waiting. High priority for hitting 100%. Interesting. So we're in a pretty unique situation where this epilogue is not just a simple epilogue, which is kind of nice. Let's see what it's all about.
Did you get my message? Doesn't matter. I have exciting news, and I wanted to tell you in person.
Should I sit down?
Is that another idiom? Or... Yes, of course. Do what you like.
Yeah, it's an idiom that means... Never mind.
I've been offered an advancement in the Resistance. And... my own command.
That makes complete sense. Congratulations.
Thank you. My family is very proud. And so am I.
So when did this happen?
Recently. You know that I wasn't satisfied with my position and direction in the Resistance.
Or life.
True. Very true. Yes. After my successes with you, they see me with new eyes. But more importantly, so do I.
Something that I really like about Jarl's eyes specifically is whenever they're up close, they look like the planet Earth. Like the way that his eyes are colored looks like the planet Earth from orbit. And I think that's really, really awesome.
So you get your own command?
It's a covert squad. Tech Ops. Commanding a small group of elite specialists that infiltrate advanced Ket sites. High danger, high reward.
That's a hard choice to make. I won't stand in your way.
That's kind. It was a hard choice.
Okay then. Should we head back to Aya?
What? Why? I'm not taking the position.
But that's crazy. It's what you wanted.
what I wanted, yes. But not what I needed. Not what I need. With your help, I broke free of expectation. I found my better self.
It's been a pleasure to work with you too.
Funny how chance can change your life in an instant.
I know what you mean.
Your dad would be proud of you, too.
Yeah. Dunno.
So, you're stuck with me now. At least until this all plays out. Besides, you need me.
Don't push your luck.
But luck can't be pushed. It comes to us, and... idiom.
Idiom.
Shit.
That's good. That is more good stuff, because it's more of Zhal needing to understand, or, you know, having confusion between human speech and then sayings and stuff like that. He's like, oh, right, figures of speech, you know? That's really awesome. I'm glad that that's in that. And they actually do include that.
Well, Ryder does lead us to interesting places.
Think there's anywhere more interesting than Meridian?
If there is, we'll find out.
Somewhere more interesting than Meridian? I mean, sure, we can try. Can we please have this internet pop-up disappear from my screen, please? Okay, so we're in the Sajor system. And is it exactly where I thought it would be? It is exactly where I thought it would be. The final system, which was right over here. Lovely. This is the worst message to have stuck on my screen because it covers so much of it. We're going to scan this. Then we're going to head to the Nexus to see Drac. Why is Drac in this apartment? In Spender's apartment.
Everything's reading normal. They're snug as... Oh, hey, Ryder.
Harry? What's going on here?
You're telling him?
Babies!
Watch, please.
Of course.
Are these Krogan... Are these Krogan babies? Is this about to be a Krogan baby?
I love surprises. Wait. Are those?
Krogan children. My children. Live in the egg, every last one of them.
Nobody else knows, Ryder. We're keeping this quiet after what happened with that human baby born out here. I don't know what's in store for me, but however this turns out, I'll be part of our future.
Bruh. Krogan baby. Drac's a great grandfather now. Oh my god.
So, does that make me a godparent?
Don't let it get to your head. We're going to need more than one.
Hope. It's a scary thing. I'll teach them, Ryder, about what we used to be and what we are now.
Just like he taught me.
Bruh. Oh, it was such a small moment. I wish. Why couldn't we see it? Why couldn't they? Why couldn't we see? Oh my god, we got Krogan babies, bro. We got fucking Krogan babies. Oh, okay. We should speak to Carrie about the Remnant City. She did want us to speak to her in an interview. I should do that while I'm here. All I want is to see and animate. I want to see Krogan babies animated and hopping around. Oh.
My arrest was a clerical error. Translation, our heroic Pathfinder took an interest and now you're bad PR. Truth hurts. A Pathfinder can handle the dangers out there. For us ordinary people, it's too much. I want to finish the documentary, take a stand for what matters. But what is that? What's best for the initiative?
People deserve the truth. Today and 1,000 years from now. Let's give it to them.
Okay, have your Sam give me everything it recorded in that remnant city. I'll give them raw footage, uncompromising every challenge we need to overcome. Thanks, Ryder, for everything.
I kind of feel like that is, and while it's the truth, that's fine. That's a lot of uncensored raw footage to go through. But I mean, sure, if you want to get all of that information, go for it. Let's head back to Habitat 7, where it all started.
So, back at Habitat 7. What am I supposed to see? And what's it got to do with 100% viability?
I'm getting initiative signals, magnetosphere charges, and atmosphere probes.
The vault here remains non-functional, but with 100% viability to invest, we've begun terraforming this world with initiative technology.
The good old-fashioned hard way. It'll eventually be a home too, thanks to you.
Wow. Full circle.
Back where we started. Fitting.
There is one more item, Pathfinder. Opening channels to the Nexus, Meridian, Prodromos, Detaeon, Tevuni, New Tachanka, and Initiative allies. By unanimous vote, this world is to be renamed. Habitat 7 is now listed astronomically as Rider 1. Your world, Pathfinder. Their future.
Oh, that's beautiful. The world is waiting. That's awesome. Rider 1. Is it renamed on here? No. I was wondering if it would be renamed on here. It ain't. That's still cool. Hugging the Scourge really closely, but initiative terraforming. Look at that. That's crazy. The Helios cluster sits at 95% progression. Sits at 95% progression. Now, with that in mind, Epilogue completed, 100% viability achieved, and all of these sort of pieces that you can see would continue into more Andromeda content that we never got. Let's talk final thoughts. I have gone on a couple of long-winded rambles already in previous episodes, and I even have most recently spoken at length about sort of my disappointment with this game not having a continuation, just due to the fact that I think the game is a little bloated, that I think the game is a little bloated, unfortunately. I think the game definitely needed to be more refined. I think the open world structure definitely got really tiring for me. Like I hit a genuine low point where I had to look at like percentages of the game completion. I had to look at how many things I kept having to do, and I felt fatigued, right? And I was like, oh, you know what? I might even end up taking a break and coming back to it, because at that point I felt like I was not even halfway or like halfway. That's how big the game felt to me. Luckily, we were sort of at like a 75% mark, and that felt much more achievable. That felt much more achievable for me. So we kind of were able to push through, and I didn't need to take a break at all. And we've made it. We've made it to the end. And I genuinely think that this game has a fantastic story and a fantastic setting. The potential of it is definitely one that puts people's expectations like through the roof. But and I touched on this again previously, is when we went to Meridian for the first time, that all of this stuff is explained in the game in terms of the the sort of the fact that there's only the Angara here, and the cat, there isn't like a huge amount of species to be found, and it's explained in the game with what happens with the revelation of the Jardin and all of that stuff, which is crazy. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings on this game, and a lot of them are definitely positive. I've shared my negatives and my grievances already. What's kind of tough about this and talking about my thoughts and feelings on this game is obviously there's going to be a bit of repetition here. Like, I'm fully aware that there are people that haven't watched this series or haven't watched all of it, or probably just want to see my first and final impressions, like they're people, you might just be here checking in to see how I feel at the end of it, because the game felt like too much of a slog for you to get through, and that's completely valid. It's a completely valid feeling, as long as you're not just trashing the game for just toxic reasons of this character looks shit, the animations suck, blah blah blah. You know, this game is such an unfortunate circumstance, and it does suck, because there's so much beautiful parts to this game that work, that feel really good. I love the characters. I love this squad that we have. Drac is genuinely one of my favorite Krogan ever. I think I almost like him the most, to be honest with you. As much as I love Rex, and I love Rex and Shepard's relationship, I didn't have as much of a connection with him, and I think that was kind of the unfortunate part with Rex not being a party member after Mass Effect 1. You know, he gets removed from your party, and that sort of growth that you have with him does go away, and I didn't really feel a huge connection to Rex and the Krogan from that first game immediately, you know, because it was the first experience with the Krogan, with any of the characters in that first game. And in the second game, he's away from you, and you get Grunt instead, and I love Grunt. Grunt is amazing. He's also just a beautiful, beautiful dude that you have, you know, that kind of shows up in Mass Effect 3 as well. But there's just something about Drac that I think is beautiful. The connection and the friendship that Drac and Ryder have is great. You know, even though he's definitely obsessed with talking about how old he is, but you would be too. You would be too. Old people, old humans in real life are obsessed with how old they are, you know, and they always talk about it. There's nothing wrong with that. He's always talking about how old he is because he's been through some fucking shit. He's over 1,000 years old. Let him have it. You know, I think he's great. Super interesting character. And he's just sent us an email called Future Out Here to bear with him for a second. And old Krogan's about to get emotional. Not long ago, I honestly wondered why I'm still alive. There were so many times I almost bit it. A lot of those times I deserved to. Somehow I kept living so long it's easy to feel like nothing matters anymore, beyond maybe the smile I get spotting a new scar in the mirror. But when I see all we've done out there, Kesha's clutch, Meridian, suddenly the life I've burned and blown through has a real point. A reason to groan out of my bunk again and again. We're making everyone else's lives a little more worth living. Thanks for helping me see that, kid. I love that. And then Kerry, again, wants us, you know, another interview, which is the reason why I came to check my emails and go back to the Nexus, because I knew that Kerry would still want to do some more interviews, because we've been proceeding on. But, like, if you've only checked in to see my first impressions and my final impressions, it makes sense. This game is a big game. It's hard to get through. There's been a lot of episodes and a lot of content that has not even been shown or included because the game is so massive, and it's just literally been me running from point A to point B to point C to point D to point E, etc., of just doing like menial tasks to hit that 100% viability. And that was why I was feeling fatigued. And I touched on this in that these massive open world games are not meant to be played and completed to 100% completion within such a short time frame, because they are so massive. You can take breaks, you can come back to them, but doing it on YouTube and recording a playthrough and doing an episode every second day changes that, you know. So it does also inform our opinions and feelings towards the game when you're playing it for such an extended period of time in such a short amount of time. You know, you're playing so much of it, but condensing all of that. So there was a point where I definitely felt like I was like, oh, I might take a break. And I didn't have to, which was good, because interestingly enough, once I hit that low, it was instantly back on high again. Like the game, stuff started happening in the game once we'd gotten through so much busy work that we were at priority missions again, and it really picked back up, and I was hooked on the story, and so I didn't feel tired anymore. And I think that kind of highlights a big issue, and a main issue with the game is it needs to be tighter, more refined. Is like there is so much busy work, and it bogs everything down. and that's a shame. I think it's unfortunate that this game was on Frostbite engine instead of Unreal Engine, because that also caused so many issues. We've had so many visual bugs and animation things and glitches constantly throughout the whole playthrough, and it doesn't sour my enjoyment. It doesn't make me have a bad opinion towards the game at all. It makes me feel sorry for the developers that were pushed to make this game on Frostbite. It makes me feel bad that this is clearly a management issue that went wrong on the games, that there are so many developers that put their heart and soul into this game, and it is felt. You can see it. You can see it in the writing, you can see it in the lore, in the development of all of this, that this is no easy challenge. This was no small feat to make this game, because they had to, again, and I'll touch on how good this feels to be a player of this game, is it touches on the fact that we are entering the unknown, the Andromeda galaxy. You as a player, you as a character, go on this journey together. It's the most immersive Mass Effect experience for that reason, and I've already had my ramble on this as well. It just feels incredible to be able to relate to your character so heavily, and I've never felt more in my character's shoes for that reason. Because everything that we discover is what our character is discovering all at the same time. You are very much your character. I really like how the dialogue wheel does away with Renegade and Paragon. I like that it attempts to split it up. Like, it really tries to do something different and more effective with how you choose to do it, even if ultimately it might not lead to wildly different outcomes and it might still have the same sort of effect. You are choosing it, and you feel that you have more control over that dialogue wheel. In Mass Effect Trilogy, you are pushed towards Renegade and Paragon no matter what. You go, oh, well, this is the option that's worth taking because it's highlighted and we've unlocked it. We have enough points to activate this. You know, why would we pick the other options? You are pushed into that against your will from a gameplay perspective. However, in this game, it does not do that, and it wins that for me, that you can have an emotional response. You can have an intelligent or casual or professional response, even if when you dive into it, it may not have a huge amount of depth. On the surface level, it improves for me. And it's a lot better because I make the decision that I want to make in all of those settings. I've never felt pushed into a particular dialogue choice. I felt like every dialogue choice I made was what I wanted to do. From the heart, you know, or from the mind, or, you know, keeping it professional, all of that stuff. I do genuinely quite like it, and I stand by every single choice. I stand by every single choice that I've made, because we made it to the end in this way, and I wouldn't have changed it any single thing that I did, you know, along the way. Ultimately, looking back on it all, I think we've done a pretty fucking damn decent job going through 26 episodes of Mass Effect Andromeda, and necessarily having to cut out a lot of that busy work and just trying to show, you know, the meat of it all. And even that was still some very extensive side questing and stuff, that I just feel like if they were to do a sequel to Mass Effect Andromeda, like if that was still going ahead and stuff, I would definitely prefer that they focus it a bit more. It's really exciting because there's so many possibilities. There's so many possibilities of where the story could go from this point, because the Ket is still a thing, but under different leadership and a more focused leadership on what the Ket at large want, and that's why I really like the Archon. It's really interesting that we get to this point at the end. I had so many people saying I'd hate the Archon. Just you wait. Just you wait. I had so many just you waits. You're going to hate this game. You'll never get through it. You'll drop it. I've never once seen the credits roll. I had an immense amount of naysayers right at the beginning of the playthrough, and when I read all of those, all that helped me to understand is I'm probably going to like it, because unfortunately a lot of people don't understand me, and how I feel about games and how open-minded I am and how I am always trying to go into things with the intention to enjoy it. And if I don't like something, you will know, because there are so many people that hate when I complain too. If you know me, I will be honest with you. I will tell you if I'm not liking something, and I'll tell you if I fucking love something. And I really love Andromeda. It's not as good as the original trilogy as a whole, but you know why? That's because this is the first game in a series. and it has so much potential, and it got bogged down by being an open world game with a lot of busy work. It had development issues, and people literally have told me that all that they can remember of Andromeda is my face is tired. That's it. That's how much of an unfortunate effect that the facial animations and all of the problems with that rippled. That's how much of an effect it had on the people's mainstream opinion. And it makes sense. People really want, when they're thinking of a new Mass Effect game, a lot of people are thinking about technological advancements. They're thinking next generation game. They want it to not have, shitty facial animations that, like Mass Effect 1 did not have good facial animations, but that game came out in the late 2000s, and this was a 2017 game, so it should be better. And I totally agree. I get that. And it's a grievance I have too. It's unfortunate, but I look at it and I don't go, oh, I hate this and the game sucks because of it. I think more so on troubled development and how unfortunate it is that it happened, and it could have been better. They didn't intentionally fuck your game up. They didn't intentionally give you a piece of shit on a plate and say, here's your piece of shit, enjoy it. There's so much effort put into this game, and it's just really unfortunate that the shortcomings are highlighted when there's so much to love. This codex is packed with so much shit. It's so good. The character interactions are so good. The locations are great. The gameplay is the best in all of Mass Effect. It has the best gameplay, the best combat that is so satisfying that when you get to the end of the game, playing on hardcore difficulty even, and you're so used to being able to jump through profiles and all of these different abilities, and how you can have profiles, right? And I've tried each and every one of these in my own time in all of the busy work I've done, and you find things that you're comfortable with, and you can really kind of make your Pathfinder your own with this stuff, with all of these abilities, and it's really, really good. I didn't feel that I just committed and stuck to a Vanguard, who was charging and doing Nova constantly like Mass Effect 3. I was able to, go from really loving and having biotics at the top of my list to going into engineer and doing tech stuff for the first time, and it was super fun to fall into that. There's so much to love about the diverse combat and gameplay system in this game. I love, I've come to love the Ryder that I've created as well, that when I look at the default Scott Ryder face, I'm like, it doesn't suit, the voice does not suit that Scott Ryder's face at all. I think it suits mine. I like mine. I like how my Alec Ryder looked. He looked fucking awesome. I like that we made Sarah Ryder look good. I like that we had ties to the original trilogy in so many ways, name drops and references and connective tissue, ex-Cerberus scientists being here that you shut down, finding out the reason that the Andromeda Initiative even exists is because of the Mass Effect trilogy. It's because of the Reapers. It's the benefactor was like, let's get fucking people out of here, let's make sure that we can survive the Reaper invasion because they thought that they were doomed. And I think that's fantastic. And it's an unresolved conspiracy. It's an unresolved mystery right now because the doors was left open to build on things. And it's so ironic. It's so ironic that this game doesn't continue, because the whole point of the Andromeda experience is that you are faced with much adversity, so many challenges on how to proceed in doing something brand new and unknown, and that you need to push past that and fight against it in order to, find a path to something better. That's the point of this game, that it was laying foundation for the future, and the game was killed. the potential was killed before we could see that future in a sequel or more, or DLC at least. This game was building towards something, and it was shot and killed before you could see it, and that really sucks. That's super unfortunate. Another game that I can think of that is on my list to play that I would love to go through is Cyberpunk 2077. That game, at least, despite its awful reception, some of it well-deserved based on what I've looked at, has managed to push through and announce their expansion that they're doing to the game, at the very least. And that game will probably get a sequel too. And I only bring that Cyberpunk up because it's sad to see that Andromeda cancelled its DLC and it cancelled its future plans in the wake of it, instead of persevering and being like, you know what, we'll take that on the chin, we'll learn some lessons and we'll do something else, we'll fix it. and we'll improve upon it in the next one, because this was only the beginning. Meanwhile, we have Battlefield coming out every single year, time and time again, and Battlefield goes, oh, sorry, we fucked up on this, we'll learn our lessons next time, and then they release Battlefield 2042 after what happened with Battlefield 5. And it's like, oops, sorry, we learned our lesson, we'll work on it, we'll do it again, we'll give you something else, and they'll do Battlefield again with more mistakes. And for the sake of, going off topic, I'll try and rein myself in, because I do word vomit a lot, because I'm passionate. And, if you know me by now, you know I'm passionate, and I will word vomit at you, because all of this matters a great deal to me. I really love video games, and I really love it as a medium, as an art form, and what it can do for storytelling. And that's why I love the lore of video games so much. That's why we deep dive into this stuff together, because we try and get as much as possible. Not absolutely everything. I never strive to try and go for a 100% completion on the first go around. If it happens, it happens. But if I miss things, I can accept it, because it's a first playthrough. But I'm fucking passionate, I'll tell you that much, and I will always be that. And I will never change who I am, because I am always trying to be upfront and honest with you. And that's why I can tell you and sit here and say how much I like this game, that I have problems with it, the same problems that you have with it, but I don't let it destroy my viewpoint of the overall experience. This game's great. I genuinely think it's like a 7 or an 8 out of 10 in a good way. It's a good 7. I think that Mass Effect 1 kind of hits around like a 7 or an 8 for me as well. Mass Effect 2 and 3 push the 9 and 10, but this is not a bad game. It's an unfortunate game that it's like there's so much potential here, and it didn't meet it in the ways that a lot of people wanted, and it probably could have done with being a bit more linear, a bit less open world, because the open world aspect of it is a big drawback. And it has technical issues. It has numerous technical issues. And we see it, we talk about it, we feel it. It's there, and I won't defend it. It's just unfortunate, And I think that's probably the best way that I can sum up final thoughts, is that it's a totally an enjoyable game. I've had a fucking great time with it. The characters are amazing. It's worth playing. It genuinely is worth playing. Maybe not worth doing absolutely everything, but it's worth experiencing 100%. It's a Mass Effect game through and through. You can see the passion of the Mass Effect lore and characters exists in this game. It's not a half-assed experience from a story and lore perspective whatsoever. This has such an insane amount of dialogue and character interaction in all of the side quests and everything that it actually blows me away how much behind the scenes work would have been put into this. Not from a technical, building the game, but from a conceptual creative standpoint, just an intense amount of work that would have been done to make this happen. And that's another thing that we've also spoken about really early on when we met the Angara for the first time, is people's expectations of a brand new galaxy where it's a clean slate and completely unknown everyone's going to have different thoughts and feelings on that. It's like when you read a book and you picture it in your head, you have what you want in your head, what you think. And when someone takes a book and adapts it into a series or a movie, that is their own vision. That's what they see. And you're now engaging with their vision, and it conflicts with your own. And you go, you know what? I don't like that because that's not what I wanted. And it's kind of similar with this. Is Andromeda, is you got what BioWare and what the writers and what the developers felt like Andromeda could be, at least as a start. One tiny fucking part of it, the Helios cluster, it's not even the whole galaxy, the tiniest part of it, right, with potential for more. And it did get shout on as being like, not enough new things. There's so many new things in here, and the Jardin, it's explained why it's only the Angaran. They were seeding life. They were creating the Angara, this remnant civilization. So we got the Ket, we got the Angara, and we got the Jardin, which are like maybe the proto-Angara, we don't know yet. Questions that would have been answered later. We would have got more later. They would have been able to take what they built on and build something in a sequel. And you know what? People would have probably fucking loved that sequel. It would have been the Mass Effect 2 to Mass Effect 1. Everyone when they talk about the Mass Effect trilogy, Mass Effect 2 gets such a highlight for character interactions and building on the original, building on the first game. And Andromeda never even got that shot. And that is why I think it's so unfortunate. Because I'm playing through this game and going, damn. When I get to the point, I go, damn. It would have been so cool to see where this would lead and where this would go to, And I've complimented the Archon as a villain. A lot of people said you'll hate the Archon. Just you wait. Just you wait. You'll see. And I'm like, what? He stayed consistent through the whole game. What changed? Nothing. He died a cliche villain death where he was overconfident. That's the role of the villain. He was great because I liked that he was doing his own thing. I liked that he was going against his own masters, because what that means is when we next come across the Ket, we're getting a different goal, different objective for them. There are other Archons out there. There's bigger and badder Ket out there. It gives them a chance to expand upon that civilization and make them more complex. They're not just single-minded hive mind villains or boring. The Archon was interesting because he had something that he genuinely wanted to do, even though it was, I'm gonna make everything, turn it to dust because I'm evil. Like, that's sure, but like, he was doing something different to and even antagonizing his closest people. Like, the Primus was like, this fucking sucks. We're going to rebel. It was internal conflict. Like, it made it so interesting seeing the internal Ket politics of it, the fact that he was forbidding contact with the Ket outside the Helios cluster, and we could have built on that and seen what was the consequences of that now that the Archon has been killed. The Archon was always gonna die. So I don't even have bad opinions on him as the villain either. It's kind of neat. At least the game doesn't end on some sort of massive cliffhanger where it's like, holy fuck, I'll never see a continuation of this. Like, there's stuff where it's like, it'll be nice to continue, but the game is left in a nice spot, at least when you're like, they feel pretty good. They've got the upper hand of the Ket. The conflict is still there. There's obviously more story to tell, but it's not like a huge cliffhanger where you're like, oh shit, this massive thing is left unresolved. There's just stuff to be built on from that. Yeah. And I think to touch on how passionate I am about word vomiting, is I can sit here and unscriptedly say all of this shit to you because it just all comes from the heart. It comes from my genuine thoughts on these games, because I give them a genuine fair go of, like, I went into this game knowing people hate it, and it's like the black sheep of the Mass Effect franchise and all of that, and I not letting that opinion not being shaped by that opinion going into the game, not being prepared to hate it. I wanted to see why people hate it and to see if I agree with it, and I wholeheartedly disagree with it. I empathize and understand with it, but for the people that also love this game, which there are many, that's where I sit on this game, with all things said and done. Wholeheartedly with a very positive opinion. And even the games that I consider to be like masterpieces or some of my favorites, I still have problems with those. But it doesn't take away from the overall, opinion. I think people just need to be more open-minded. More open-minded and understanding. Which is what my Rider is all about too. Which is why I think this is the most immersive Mass Effect game that I've played so far. And I'm excited for the next Mass Effect game. It's seemingly going to be a continuation of the trilogy. But apparently, people have said in the comments a lot that it has been confirmed to have some connective tissue with Andromeda 2, which also makes that quite interesting. I don't know how that's going to happen. We just have to wait and see. I don't know if it's going to genuinely be called Mass Effect 4, or whether it'll be Mass Effect with another tagline, but it's at least something, and we will see. But I'm obviously excited for more Mass Effect. I'm excited to dive into Dragon Age, another BioWare RPG series that people love, but then also apparently also dislike, because of course they do. So we'll just have to see. But let's talk to Kerry after those final thoughts are out of the way and see if this wraps up the little interview task.
You're here. I'll give you my entire chocolate ration for an interview about Meridian.
Done. I'm down to the ones with strawberry goop in the middle.
So, Meridian's real? A promised land?
You did it. The Hyperion's a mess, but that crash site does mean humans have a claim to Meridian.
Technically, yes. But practically, our allies will always be welcome.
It's good to have that on the record. I'm headed out there soon. Documenting Meridian could be a lifetime's work, even for an Asari. I can't wait to get started. Meridian.
Nice.
Now that's history in the making.
And that is Path of a Hero complete. So that's also completing that one. I felt like that would be the last interview. And with that, while we genuinely sit at like a total of 95% completion, for a first playthrough in a massive open world experience like this, that's a fair effort. That is a fair effort. The only things left are really like a couple of random assignments and a lot of tasks. And I'm happy to not do those, you know? I'm happy to not do it because we've got so much out of this game. We've managed to get so much out of it, and I think it's been a very beautiful experience. So to those of you that have joined me on this journey and have watched hopefully most of it to really understand my perspectives and choices in this game, I genuinely hope you've enjoyed the playthrough. I really do. Even if you've jumped in partway through, even if you never made it all the way through but just want to see my final thoughts and word vomits, I still appreciate you being here and watching me through a journey and at least like seeing how I feel about it and hearing me out, you know, because I don't like being negative, but I will be negative if, you know, it comes up, because I will always be honest with you guys. Because you deserve that. Like, really, at the end of the day, you deserve that. I've complained my fair share a lot. Some of that has been justified. Some of that hasn't been in hindsight, because I look back on that. You know what? Maybe that wasn't a fair complaint. Maybe that was just me being silly. Happens a lot. I'm a pretty silly guy. You know, I have my moments with my goldfish brain. It happens, but it's all in the magic of making content in an episodic format for all of you. I genuinely really appreciate those of you that have joined me on this journey through Mass Effect Andromeda. I deserve a rested break from the open world RPGs for a little bit of time, because there's plenty that I do want to play, but fatigue and burnout is a real thing, you know. So Mass Effect finally comes to a close until the next game. But that means that in terms of BioWare RPGs, Anthem is the next game. Anthem's the next game. It's all right. We won't get into Anthem. We won't get into Anthem. Dragon Age is going to be the next BioWare series that I play when I am ready to do so, because I want to feel hyped. I want to feel passionate, so I can jump into the game with an open mind and an open heart, and love it and take it in and see why Dragon Age is another iconic BioWare RPG. There's also Jade Empire. People talk about Jade Empire a lot as well. I don't know anything about that. That's another game to play at some point. And you know what? I wish Anthem had like a single player thing. I think the fact that it's all multiplayer with, you know, needing to have people and going into stuff kind of doesn't make me too keen to play through the story of it. If it had a dedicated single player thing that you could do real easy, I would probably give the story like a full go and see what I think. I've already played it before. I've spoke about Anthem. Funnily enough, Anthem was my first BioWare game because I was going to play it with some friends when it came out, and it looked really cool. Like, you cannot be denied that it looked fucking awesome, but it wasn't super fun and engaging, and it kind of was like a mess on my eyes. I tried the gameplay is similar to Andromeda, with like your character having cool movement. Obviously not super the same, but Anthem was too much for my eyes to take in. So many explosions and numbers and things going on the screen, and it was just like so hectic that it was just like really overwhelming. And there were just like some issues that I had with it at the start. But you know, if Anthem, and then they also cancelled their DLC and their revival of the game and anything. Anthem and Andromeda, both two strikes for BioWare, so I can see that there's a lot riding on the next Mass Effect and the next Dragon Age in terms of probably the main fan base of like, can BioWare still do things? We'll just have to wait and see. But that's getting ahead of myself, because I need to form my own opinions on the whole Dragon Age series before we get to the latest one. And hopefully by then, I think we should be able to get through Dragon Age before the next Mass Effect and Dragon Age even drop. Hopefully. Again, not sure when that'll happen, but it'll be soon. It'll be soon, because I would like to check them out. I just want to make sure that I am rested and ready, because I don't want to deliver something half-baked for you. You know what I mean? I want to be in the right mindset. And with that one, we are going to bring the Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough to a close. This has been my closing, final word vomit ramble and thoughts. And I hope that you have, at least heard me out and you can see where I'm coming from, you know? Thank you so much for joining along this playthrough. I really appreciate it. If you would like to see more, if you're excited for Dragon Age, let me know. Please do like and subscribe. I don't say it often, but it does matter more so than ever as I try and do more games for you, and I just want to keep doing this for a long time, I hope, and I can do that with your help and support. So please do consider it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.